What's going on, you guys? I was just sitting here thinking, you know, as Americans, we really are underpaid. Really underpaid. We deserve a higher wage, and you know, the main part is it's more so corporate greed. You know, all these companies want to keep the profits to themselves and not share the wealth with the employees, the ones who's on the assembly line, the one that's in the warehouses, the one that is driving on these highways and byways. You know, if corporate companies and companies in general started sharing the wealth, started sharing the profits, you could get a lot of Americans wouldn't be living paycheck to paycheck. A lot of Americans wouldn't be just trying to make ends meet, you know, because there's a difference between surviving and living. You know, people who live paycheck to paycheck, they survive it. You know, people who live it, it's the total opposite. They ain't got to worry about a bill, a surprise bill that may come because it's already gonna get paid. People who are living have at least 5 to 10 grand in a savings account. But a lot of Americans are struggling. A lot of Americans are struggling. It's not just, you know, with truck driving, it's people in the warehouse. It's people who got state jobs that are struggling. But, you know, if companies started sharing the profits, there'll be a lot of Americans not having to deal with that paycheck to paycheck stuff, because a lot of us is dealing with that paycheck to paycheck. A lot of us is in that same cycle. Yo, it's a lot of companies being greedy. And here's the thing. One of the main things is, you know, us as Americans, we are very valuable, and we know our worth, and we know we should be getting a higher wage than what we getting now. As much money as we make for these companies and these industries, we're really underpaid. I mean, really underpaid. We either need to take a stand against these corporate and against these industries and demand for better wages. Because here's the thing, you know, and it's been going on for a long time. Like, a lot of jobs are outsourced outside of the country. Like, but we need a lot of jobs here. A lot of jobs here. But, you know, it's more than us as Americans. It don't matter if you black, white, Hispanic, green, blue, yellow. It don't matter the color of your skin. We how can I say this? We always trying to make ends meet. You know what I'm saying? It's people in their 40s and 50s still trying to make ends meet. I don't want to be one of them people. Like, the ends already been met. They together. So, you know, man, we need a higher wage, so we ain't gotta be, you know, one of them people in our 50s, 60s still trying to make ends meet. Like, nah, man, they already been met. Like, that's surviving, you know. And it's not our fault. It's really not our fault that a lot of Americans is paycheck to paycheck. It's not our fault. Most of us, it goes back to the how we was raised. It also goes back to the school system, because the school system has failed us. The school system does not teach financial literacy. They don't teach kids how to balance a checkbook, or to even write a check. When the last time your mama or you wrote a check to pay a bill? It's been a long time, right? So credit, for instance, financial literacy, that's not being taught in school. You know, And then not only that, it's not being taught in the home. We watch our parents struggle, so we didn't learn anything. So you a product of your environment. If you didn't see your parents struggle growing up, what you think that's gonna happen to you? You gonna be struggling when you grow up. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of stuff, man, is when it comes to money management, you know, it's not being taught in the household, and it's not being taught in high school. You know, they don't even teach cursive handwriting in schools no more, so you already know they ain't gonna teach nothing about no money. But a lot of us, you know, a lot of us, man, at the end of the day, we underpaid. We really, really underpaid as Americans. We really underpaid. We're very, very valuable to this nation. Very valuable. And you know, man, me myself, I'm in the trucking industry. As you can see, I'm a truck driver. For the people who know, they know. Even then, man, like, as a truck driver, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Sometimes I feel like I work a dead end job. It's been times, man, I done drove this truck, you know, just sitting behind the wheel, and sometimes I bust out into tears. Like, you know, can't nobody see me or nothing like that, but it's been times, man, where I sat behind this wheel and cried, man, because as a truck driver, man, and I've been doing this for 12 years, sometimes I feel like I'm working a dead-end job. I really be feeling like that. You know, and truck drivers, man, supposed to have money. They supposed to get paid. But dude, it ain't what you think it is. You know, a lot of these owners of these trucking companies, man, they keeping the profits to themselves. They not, you know, giving us no higher wages or nothing like that, man. Dude, it ain't hyped up to what you think it is. You know, every truck driver don't make $100,000. Every truck driver barely making $50,000, barely making $70,000 a year, man. With me personally, it's in my best interest to get my own rig. That way I ain't got to put my financial well-being in somebody else's hands. You know, and a lot of us, a lot of people can't see where I'm coming from. Like, dude, every week, every day go by, you keep putting your life in you keep putting your financial well-being in somebody else's hands. And, you know, it get tiring, it get frustrating, you know, but at the end of the day, we control our future, we control our destiny. And, you know, me personally, my destiny is to get my own truck, to get my own company started and everything. That's always been my dream as a man, and that's always been my goal. But that ain't neither here or there. But in the meantime, man, while we working for somebody, man, these companies need to, you know, up the wage on us, man, because we're very, very valuable to this economy, man. All the stuff we done did for this country, all the stuff we done built by hand, you know, all the money that, you know, we done made this country, you know, man, come on. You know it ain't right, man. You know, we getting flexed on by the government. We getting flexed on by corporate greed, man. Come on. It's time for us as Americans to start shining. It's time for us to start balling. You know, most of us balling on a budget. You know, but with that being said, we really need to educate ourselves. That way we can educate our children. Because I got 2 kids, and I don't want them struggling. You know, and I don't want them growing up not knowing anything about how to manage money. You know what I'm saying? I want my kids to learn everything when it comes to managing money, passive income, or generational wealth. You know, the credit game. You know, budgeting. How to write a checkbook, cursive handwriting. You know, I want my kids to know it all when it comes to that. You know, and at the end of the day, we wasn't taught growing up anything about how to manage money You know, a lot of us don't even save no money. A lot of us, you know, we be lying saying we saving and don't be saving not $1. But we really gotta educate ourselves, because man, ain't nobody gonna do it for us. You know, ain't nobody gonna teach us the credit game. Ain't nobody gonna teach us how to balance and fill out a check. Ain't nobody gonna teach us how to budget and paying yourself first, and then, you know, paying your bills and everything. Ain't nobody teaching us that. So it's on us to teach us that type of stuff, man. And for instance, I'm gonna give you another thing, man. Cursive handwriting. We need to be teaching our kids cursive handwriting. You know, they ain't teaching it in school. You know, that's a skill that us as adults need to go back to doing, writing in cursive. But then we need to pass that same knowledge onto our children. But man, all of us, man, that's employees, we all need a higher wage. You know, I be feeling like I be working a dead-end job sometimes, because there's no need, man. There's no need for a truck driver to be working second job. Like me, I work a second job. You know, I'm trying to make ends meet. You know, I'm trying to, you know, stack my paper. You know, trying to, you know, build me up a nest egg. You know, trying to put myself in a position to get my own rig, man, because that's always been the goal, and that ain't gonna change. You know, but I know my worth, and I know I'm very valuable. You know, and I know that my experience level should be compensated. You know, but yeah, man, we really need to start teaching ourselves, you know, how to really be in a position to be entrepreneurs, man. Because all that trying to make ends meet, man, come on, man, we can't keep living like that. We can't keep living like that, trying to make ends meet. They done been met, they together. You know what I'm saying? They been together. Like, dude, how long we gonna keep doing that? You know, it get tiring trying to make ends meet. Every time you spend some money somewhere, you checking your account to see how much money you got left over. Like, man, I know the stresses of that, man. And listen, it brings a lot of stress and a lot of depression. Every time you go out and spend some money, you go into your phone checking your account balance. Like, dude, that's a headache itself, man. Because listen, that means we're always worried about money. Always, always, always. Man, we can go into the liquor store and buy something, right, using our debit card. Man, you gonna check your phone to see how much money you got left. No, that's being real. That's being real. We go out to a comedy show, we go out to a baseball game, basketball game. After we done jacked off a few dollars, what happens? We going in that phone to check and see how much money we got left. Like, dude, because we always, as Americans, we always worried about money. Like, bruh, man, we gotta stop stressing over money. But it's not our fault that we stress over money, because these corporate companies, man, and the certain industries we work in, they keeping all the pros and not sharing it with us, man. That's how it is, you know. But it shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't be that way. But if ain't nobody tell you, I'ma tell you, you valuable and I appreciate you. And I know that you worth more than that little money that you getting. So if ain't nobody tell you, because your boss ain't gonna tell you, your manager ain't gonna tell you, payroll department ain't gonna tell you, HR ain't gonna tell you, dude, you very valuable to me. I don't care what industry you in, I don't care what you do for a living, you valuable to me. I know, listen, I know the hard work you put in, and you know the hard work you put in. And I know you should be getting paid a lot more, for real. I'm in the same boat with you. Like, I should be getting paid a lot more. Listen, I'm a truck driver. I've been doing this for 12 years. And there's no need for me to be working a second job. No need at all. So I already know what you're going through. I already know. But keep your head high. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. Make sure you like, subscribe, you know, share my content, and man, I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. Peace.